Tagaytay. Still, we're in our 5th year anniversary celebration, and as part of every occasion, we have the banquet, the most attended part of every celebration. When we mention banquet, ito yung laging naaalala, ito yung laging pinagkakagastusan. Syempre, we have to consider the food that we will serve. Actually, hindi na kung ano yung kakainin natin yung kakainin ng mga bisita mo. So, tonight, we are honored and I am grateful to have this beautiful table and to share it with beautiful people from Juan Carlo the Caterer, Mr. JC, Mr. Philip Encarnacion of Rich Gold Weddings, Miss Gail Perlado of Spices and Herbs, and Miss K by Kunanan. Together with us, of course, Miss Benz Corana, founder of Weddings at Work. I am your host, the venue manager, Jack.
Hi everyone!
Hello!
So, of all the groups, ito yung pinakakilala ko kasi personal friends.
Yes.
Okay, so sila rin yung pinakakinakabahan, but let's just eat and let's just have
Or
fun.
kami pinakamatatanda.
Pinakamayayaman din.
No!
Ay,
30, 20, 15, and sila, I don't know how long have you been?
Oh, 9 years po.
9 years.
9 years.
Yeah,
Yes!
kami nga
Oh,
matatagal
matatagal na. Oh. That's why super old na history ng WOW with all of them,
Yeah.
di ba? Except Gail na recently ko rin lang nakilala. Let's talk about weddings, catering, and whatever we can discuss.
I'm Philip. I'm from Rich Gold Weddings.
We're going 15 years now in the industry.
Naumpisahan ko yan.
You were a witness from the
Yes!
So, from the inauguration.
And
And
I guess I'm happy I'm still here at 15, after 15 years. I've seen WOW also from Yahoo groups to Facebook group now.
Yes!
So, yeah, you have evolved. Pero,
Ano changes noon? Like how was it? Ay, hindi pala changes. Ito nga pala. I'm so wasak. Go.
Okay.
Continue.
changes what?
Hindi, continue. Introduce pala.
What else do I need to say?
Why did you start Rich Gold Weddings?
Well, prior to Rich Gold, I'm in the food business already. For a while, I used to work for the government until I quit, and I said I want to start something for myself. Not that I'm tired serving, but I just want to start something for myself. And then, yun nga, sabi ko, since I started I used to have stores in SM food courts, and then I used to do pack meals for accounts, for several government accounts also. Until I quit, sabi ko, if I quit and I'll start business, I don't know anything but food pa rin. Then, yun nga, I started.
Bakit mo naisip weddings?
You know, I did a lot of research from friends. You're part of it. But some of them, they said, you know, if you do weddings, you can do anything. Hindi pala ganon. Sometimes pala.
Hindi totoo yung advice sa'yo.
You can do 1,000 corporate accounts, you can do everything. May ganon pa palang test later, no? But for a while, it was, sige, if you can do weddings. So we want to own. We want to take ownership of the wedding. Sabi pa nila, when I was starting, I'm thinking of the name, the brand. Sabi pa nila, you know, that's 80% of the market, of the entire volume. 20% goes to the corporate, the whatever. So, okay, I'll put ownership into weddings. So I put weddings after Rich Gold. Don't ask me where I got Rich Gold.
I was just driving around Canada and visiting my
Family in Canada, and then I saw a store there that
named Rich
Gold. I like the way it sounded. So. And then somebody said, put weddings. Kasi nga, because of, you know, majority na events are wedding. And, you know, if you do weddings, you can do anything. So, Rich Gold Weddings.
Nagsisi ka ba naglagay kang weddings dahil mas nahirapan ka to penetrate into
In the beginning,
corporate?
yes. In the
Oo, kasi
beginning,
alam ko
yes.
rin yung problem mo yan
Yeah,
for a
in the
time
beginning,
eh.
yes. Nobody wants to get us for debut. Nobody wants to get us for corporate events. Kasi ang feeling nila, coordinator.
Okay.
For a while, they thought, until slowly, after 3 years, nag-start na mag-invite yung mga venues to be part of their pool of caterers. Doon pa lang nare-recognize na
Okay
caterer
na.
pala kami.
Okay na.
For a while, they thought we were a coordinator.
Okay.
Yun.
Okay. Anong year ka nag-umpisa?
2010.
2010. Okay. Sige.
Entering 15 years now.
15 years.
Grabe, congrats.
Who's going next?
Oh, sige.
Okay, game.
So, ano yung question? Like, how we started?
How did Juan Carlo the Caterer start? And then, anong part ng Juan Carlo Caterer journey ka pumasok?
Okay.
Ah.
So, we officially started in 1995. So, we're turning 29 years this year. Next year, I'm 30 na. Congrats on your 25th.
Yes! Mas lalo on the 30th
Yeah.
and doing so good.
I was saying nga kanina off cam na hindi tayo nakapag-celebrate because it was the pandemic.
Yeah.
Pero next year, we're going to celebrate.
Yes.
Definitely. So, although we started in 1995, yung heritage ng Juan Carlo really began in the early 70s. Yung dad ko kasi, it's funny, my dad is a civil engineer by profession and my mom is a medical technologist. And that has no connection to food, diba? And that's how you know it's really their passion. So in the early 70s, my dad, nakabuntot siya sa auntie niya, bali lola ko, si Auntie Cecilia del Rosario.
Okay.
And then, that's where the love and the passion of everything about food began. They would go, like most kids, pag summer, they would play basketball. Pagka may free time sa vacation, siya hindi. Nakabuntot sa kitchen. They would go out from the most high-end.
Anong ginagawa ng tita mo? May restaurant? Or she's just a good cook?
She's the founder of Town's Delight. So we come from a family of caterers.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, si Lola Celi, parang from the most high-end food places, restaurants, hotels, to like street food. Laging yun yung bonding nila.
Okay.
Sila lang magtita. So, Lola Celi was a very big influence and she was like a mother to my dad. And then now, yung heritage, yung time-tested recipes namin, the heritage recipes, the heirloom recipes, it's been passed down from the Del Rosario to third generation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kailan ng dad mo naisip na, is it dad and mom ang nag-isip or dad lang?
Both.
Both
Actually,
sila.
They met, and I was made, this isn't in the website na history. You'll know it here lang at wow. They met in Saudi Arabia. I was made in Saudi Arabia. And then they got married in the Philippines. But that's when they were working. And then when I was 2.5 years old, they left. They were already, while in Saudi, they were doing this food to go business already.
Okay.
And then, when they saw na they didn't like the culture there and they wanted to raise me here in the culture sa Philippines. Nothing against the culture nila, pero syempre, my parents prefer yung
Local
culture
type, whatever
dito,
we have.
ganyan. And we didn't have any maid and everything. So they left when I was 2.5 years old.
Okay.
And that's when it started in 1995.
So they started Juan Carlo the Caterer. Juan Carlo the Caterer na kaagad ang pangalan.
Yeah, actually,
Ang forward thinking niya. Kasi it's not ordinary. Hindi siya Juan Carlo Catering, blah 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 catering. It's forward eh. Oo.
actually may funny story din. Yung dad, my mom wanted, so it would sound good with Del Rosario, Juan Carlo Del Rosario. And they wanted a name that would already be for the caterer. Nasa tiyan pa lang ako. They already thought of the name.
Naiisip na nila to.
But my mom thought na pag titripan sa school, na Juan Tamad. So she wanted Ivan, which is the Russian of Juan.
Okay.
And then my lolo wanted John,
Okay.
American. But my dad went to the nurse station and he wrote Juan Carlo. So siya nanalo. Yeah, so even as a baby pa lang, they were thinking of the name na for me. Yeah, and then siguro one of the big breaks namin when we started was with Miss Jazz. She knows this. Our first big event talaga was Bong Revilla's wedding, the
Okay.
Centennial wedding.
Ah, ah.
And then after nun, Oggy and Regine.
Ogie
Yeah.
and Michelle muna.
Ay, I forgot.
Ogie and Michelle muna.
Yeah. And then, si Oggy and Michelle, and then Oggy wanted to, he's from Batangas kasi, also Taal.
Batangas talaga kayo?
Yes,
Okay.
we're from Batangas talaga.
Ah.
So, hinahanap niya yung kaldereta namin.
Ah, ah.
And then he went back to, he had a new marriage naman kay Regine.
Ah, ah.
That's where I first met Miss Jack.
Okay,
Yeah, and then we're now 20, we're turning almost 30 years. And I joined our business naman. Kailan ba? 2012. I was still studying in DLSU. I had a double degree. But at first, I was so against working with dad and the company. And I'm the only son. Alam mo yun, parang... But they were so supportive. Grabe yung support. I had a marketing, it's not even the thesis, it's just a marketing paper. And they made that whole thing a reality. So it was called Debut by Juan Carlo.
Oh.
So tayo in the catering and events industry, we know na talagang December is peak season, di ba? But we wanted to fill in the gaps for the other months, especially like August.
Yes.
So I thought of debuts.
Ah, ah.
Kasi ang debut, kahit na let's say August yung debut mo, you're not gonna move it to December.
Yes.
Kataasan, you move it to the weekend.
Ah, ah.
So, we launched Debut by Juan Carlo, and then there were ads in ETC. I don't know if kilala pa ng mga tao yung ETC dati, sikat yan sa mga teens. Candy Magazine. And we gave away a 750,000 peso dream debut. We partnered with different suppliers to make that happen. And ano,
Thesis niyan.
it was just a
Nag-ano
major
na
paper
siya.
lang, sa major subject. And then, yeah, there were radio ads, and then there were social media campaigns na parang, who deserves to, there were the top 18 finalists, ganyan. And then, I learned so much, and actually that helped us then. We were 90% weddings, and then it became 80% weddings. Pero hindi bumawas yung number ng wedding. Dumami lang yung debuts. Yeah, and because of that and how supportive they were, I really got into the business. Yeah.
So,
I was-
sa tingin mo, sinadya ng dad mo yun? Na to lure you? Or talagang ganun lang talaga sila ever
No,
since?
I just told them I
Ah.
presented it to them, pinapa-approve ko din. And parang it's so easy, and it's such a big blessing na the best mentor with so much experience is just a call away. Like even now, you were asking me parang, am I running the show? Hindi pa. Ang dami ko pang kakainin bigas, dami ko pang aralin and matututo. Pero I've also learned so much from them and also from my people.
Yes.
People who have been with us since I was a little kid pa. And now,
Oh
nakakatuwa.
my God, how does it feel to be with your titos and titas?
I think that's us.
Hindi naman.
So, after nung debut na na promo, na campaign, ano ka na?
Yeah, tuloy-tuloy na.
Tuloy-tuloy na.
So, I was head of the marketing department since 2010. Yeah. And
So,
then,
ngayon, love na mo na.
Yeah, ako naman.
Sarap, di ba? Ang saya-saya,
Grabe.
di ba?
And doon mo lang ma-realize everything that they've built. And when I started working, talaga na full-time after college, I never got the chance to work outside na. They needed me na agad. Yeah, so I'm the assistant vice president for them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll have more questions later. Kay mo na.
The next one.
Yun naman, ikaw next, di ba?
Hi, so I'm Kay, and I'm from Kay by Kunanan Catering. We started in 2005, so turning 20 years next year. The business was handed to me when, so the business was originally called F. Kunanan's Catering. So yung traditional caterer na catering talaga yung diba, yung name sa ending. It was from my grandmother. And back in 2005, they started 20 years before. Sorry, 40 years. 40 years before that. So it's 40 plus 20 years already. So next year would be 60 years of catering.
Yes.
When the business was handed to me,
Sisingit ako ha. Kasi ano na ako high school ako, pakialam meron ako sa parties. Every time kina-crave namin na Kunanan Catering sana ang kunin. Kasi sikat yung prawns ninyo na on grill
Yes.
Ganon sila kasikat. As in, parang dalawa lang kayo. Albergus ba yung isa? Albergus and Kunanan lang talaga ang the choice. Alam mo yung pag sila ang catering ng party mo o ng any event, ay.
Social ka.
Yes! Oo.
That's nice to hear.
You didn't know? So it's really
It's nice
that
to
big.
heir stories of
Oo.
people who know about my grandmother's
Uh-uh.
catering business because it's what we hold on to now. My grandmother's values back
Uh-uh.
then, the people that I inherited, they're the core of the company. So when it was handed to me, I was 24 years old, very young. And how nice to be young again. Parang nare-reminisce na, parang wow, how nice to be young again. Because when you're young, you're bullish. You diba? You feel like you can do anything that you want without studying the market, diba? So parang kung ano yung feel mo, kung ano yung gut feeling mo, you just go for it.
At that time, you were graphic designer and
Yes.
photographer.
Yeah, so I was a graphic designer and I was a photographer, and I got into weddings because I enjoyed doing custom setups. So apart from the food, which was already the family business talaga, I enjoyed doing the centerpieces for weddings. So we were customizing the look of each event according to what the bride wanted. So down to like, even if hindi trabaho ng caterer, down to, what are your place cards gonna look like? What are your menu cards gonna look like? I enjoyed tying all of those together. So I think that's why then, weddings at work was a big help for us.
We really saw you from the very, very beginning.
So we started
Yung booth
2000.
nila, yung booth nila walang laman.
Walang laman, walang backdrop. Diba ngayon, may mga
Bongga,
sobrang
setup na
bongga.
na,
We
oo.
started with a waterfall backdrop. Very humble, with bamboo trees on the side. And I had to get my Tiffany chairs from the Pitan because we didn't have our own Tiffany chairs yet back then. So very, very humble beginnings. And weddings at work was really helpful. But it's like, parang, ang talk before was, it's either you have the good side or the bad side. Pero pag good side, talagang, they talk about the good things. So I still remember names of, who helped us, like right from the start. Na even if their dream wedding was, kunyari, below what our usual package was, just entertaining, those small questions, those small requests, made a huge impact already in their wedding, and they in turn gave back to us by writing, good reviews about us. So, forever grateful.
Love you.
Singit lang ako, no? I was able to work with them first time in Punta Fuego. So, ang natatandaan ko sa kanila, having you mentioned yung customized na mga centerpiece, ganyan. Sila yung yung gagawa ng peke na puno. And then, I would remember that chandelier. Tapos yung cake nasa ilalim niyan. So, lagay nila yon not on the stage. Sa gitna mismo. So that, para ma-highlight pati, they would ask the bride and the groom to walk down from the stage to cut the cake. Para ma-highlight yung chandelier accent na yun. So, I would remember that na, pag kibay Kunanan, may pa-chandelier yan sa cake. Naging ganon.
So those are custom requests, diba? So parang we don't treat weddings as cookie cutter na, each personality is different. So we tailor to each personality the couple.
Kay by Conanan started the styling trend ng caterer. Na parang it was just they were pretty setups by caterers na before, but it's always the basic package or upgrade package. Si Kay yung talagang nag-go outside the box eh. I think the first time I met you, gandang-ganda na ako sa collaterals mo. So talagang your graphic artistry paid off.
Until now, I still do.
Diba? Ang
Yeah.
ganda, oo. I'm so happy sa watching Kay by Conanan grow. Yan. Later, I have more questions. Gail, your turn.
Yun po, I'm Gail. We started Spices and Herbs 2015, year 2015. The only puhunan we have is the recipe of my mom. Kapampangan ko siya. So, Kapampangan recipe talaga. So, since we were young, pinagluluto na talaga si mama ng mga neighbor. Ang mga order pa nga sa kanya, like yung palanggana, yung lalagyan. Isang palangganang ludo, isang palangganang kaldereta, yung mga ganun. And then, maaga po ako nag-asawa. So, nag-focus ako sa family. And then, nag-try ako mag-work sa BPI. Nag-work ako sa BPI, Equitable, PCI. Pero, naisip ko parang, maghapon na kung ano, ito lang yung kikitain ko. Parang 400 lang yung minimum. Minimum lang yung sahod ko last nung nasa Equitable ako. Makati pa. And then, nakaporma pa ako. Like black stocking.
Wala pa yung pamasahe mo doon at
Wala pa
yung
po.
lunch mo, no?
Wala pa. So, hahatid pa ako ng husband ko at susunduin. So, parang hassle naman. Ang hassle. Tapos 400 lang yung makukuha ko. So, naisip ko, parang maghapon ako nandito. So, 400 lang yung kitain ko. So, umuwi ako sa Dasma ulit. Then, kinausap ko si mama na baka you want to build a catering. So, nag-start kami na nag-rent ng gamit. Ang dadala lang namin yung naka-food pan na isasalpak na lang namin, naka-set up na. With waiters na din. And then, eventually, ayun na, nakabili na kami ng sasakyan. Tapos yung nirerentahan namin, binenta niya yung gamit niya sa amin. The whole gamit, ayaw niya na daw mag-cater. So, nag-start ako ng second hand lahat ng gamit ko. And then, yun, nung napunta na ako sa Tagaytay, kailangan ko mag-upgrade. Kailangan na may wine glass na tayo. Yung mga kutsara natin, hindi na dapat nababali. Diba yung mga kutsara ganun?
Hindi yung malambot, no?
So, I have to buy cutleries, talaga. So, SNR pa nga po ako una namimili, hindi ko alam yung Quiapo. So, yan, na-introduce na rin sa akin. So, naka-ano na ako ng mga gamit. So, ang dami na pong gamit. So, yung last na-remember ko, gumagamit, wala akong truck. Ang sasakyan ko lang nun is Tucson. Minsan, 10 waiter yung laman ng Tucson.
Oh my gosh!
So, pag umuwi yung husband ko, sasabihin niya, bakit parang sira na yung pang-ilalim ng sasakyan? Minsan talaga, bit-bit ko po talaga sila sa Tucson. So, then nagre-rent ako ng jeep. Tapos, hindi ko alam kung paano ko itatago yung jeep. Nakakahiya eh. Pupunta ka sa isang event na naka-jeep ka, parang naka-jeep lang siya. So, yun na. Tapos, tinulungan ako ng husband ko mag-purchase ng mga vehicles talaga. Jeep, truck. So, ngayon, hindi ko naman masabing successful na po, pero natutuwa ako kasi nakikita ko yung ibang mga catering na like si, grabe, ang laki ng truck niya. Parang gano'n, di ba? Ako naka-jeep.
na si JCPC.
Hindi, mga idol ko po talaga sila. So parang, tapos ngayon, yung dati nagre-rent din po ako ng truck. Tapos binenta niya rin sa akin yung truck niya. So, second hand, nag-start talaga second hand. Yan.
Pero ito ka na. Kahit paano, medyo,
From
congratulations.
Humble beginning talaga.
Galing! Oo. Parang Spices and Herbs really doing very, very well here in Tagaytay. Big now. Parang
Super
kakatuwa
hands-on ako,
to know all the story ng beginnings.
Yes.
Balik tayo sa question ko kanina. Kasi, as wow, na-witness namin sobrang different ng weddings before to weddings now eh. Kayo nga magkwento ng, from your point of view, ano yung mga nanonotice nyo na huge difference from when you first worked sa with Juan Carlo until ngayon?
Well, talagang our target market are so well-cultured, well-traveled. They want experiences. They want something unique. Hindi na pwede yung, although we appreciate, and that's how we started, yung heirloom recipes ni Lola, we really had to innovate talaga and curate kakaibang experiences for our clients. From, ang dami, the food stations, the plated service namin. I mean, this pandemic, we really had to do a lot of innovations. And we were forced to. Grabe, ang daming people I've seen for me, they're willing to pay more for those experiences. Things that you would, kasi may mga iba ng clients, they're already experienced Michelin star restaurants abroad, ganyan. Alam mo, iba na talaga yung expectations sa food. Hindi na pwede yung standard mo. Although you have signature caldereta, they want different things.
Pag ang market ng Juan Carlo the Caterer right now is, where do you peg yourself?
Well, our vision is to be the unquestionable choice for the high class. So, it's really A and upper B. B and upper C, pero more of A to B.
Okay. Nandiyan na kayo ngayon?
We have a definition eh. We just had a strategic planning. And ang vision namin is, dinefine namin to be the unquestionable choice for the high class means we have to do double the events of the next competitor caterer sa mga high-end venues lang. So, kunyari, in Affinitrees, we need to be twice the next competitor for us to say na unquestionable choice. So, we're still far from that. But we're very happy. We're doing well. Last year was the biggest year of Juan Carlo in 28 years. My team and I 2 months ago or 1.5 months ago, we went to Dubai. And talagang we went on an incentive trip for them. We're so grateful, and hindi din namin ito magagawa without the support of people like Chas, Affinitrees, and you guys. Grabe. Hindi namin ma-reach all of those achievements and all of the success. So we want to thank you guys. So
Na-witness ko kasi how the company turned eh. Parang nakita ko when the curve, yung suddenly talagang nag-shoot up din. So, namamonitor ka din eh. So I'm so happy with how things are going with Juan Carlo right now.
Grabe kasi, alam mo, in the pandemic, I was telling them this off-cam kanina na I'm the one talking to every member of our team. Ang kinikwento nila, lahat nga, di ba, March 15, na-cancel yung events natin. And then, we had 1,000 guest events kay Ateneo. And then si Tita Annabelle, kami magkikater kay Richard and Sarah. And then na-postpone and na-cancel. Hindi na namin, hinayaan na namin. And then, because we thought it was just gonna be 2 to 3 weeks. We didn't know na 2 to 3 years pala yung magiging pandemic. And then, after nun, parang walang events. And hindi kami makakasurvive. We had 5 million worth of stocks na mabubulok. And even if we do Juan Carlo to go, it's just to clear out the stocks lang, but it's not enough to pay. Well, I'm really a marketing guy. So, one of my degrees in LaSalle is marketing. And that's when my passion, that's when my dad supported me with debut by Juan Carlo. So, it's really the marketing and sales group. And we have one of the most number of sales team, and talagang we are really a sales and marketing arm for venues like you guys. So, from the time I joined, we were able to 5x our sales. And pero yun talaga yung masasabi kong highlight. I did the rebranding of Juan Carlo. So, I did a lot of innovations sa marketing and how we build relationships with our partner venues, with people like you guys in the industry. Kasi you can't do it alone. Talagang it's really tulungan, especially nung pandemic, di ba? Tulungan tayo. So we were always on the phone.
Yeah.
We're always talking hanggang gabi. Yeah. Di ba? So parang hindi namin ma-reach lahat yun kung it's really, for me, the relationship building and the partners.
Yung sa marketing changes sa rebranding, how easy was it or may resistance ba from kala Tito Alex?
It was challenging kasi everybody knew Dad.
Ah.
He's a rock star in the wedding industry.
Ah.
But my vision was to make it scalable. Na parang, I want my sales manager and my sales team to have their own parang voice and to be known for themselves. And that's why we grew, because we were able to scale that. Na hindi lang si Sir Alex yung sikat or kilala. So I'm really the sales...
Kilala ko na si Suset.
Kilala ko na si Suset. O, diba? So, yeah. So parang, our goal is that the sales team would be parang a business development partner for you with whatever you guys would need, whatever plans you have. Parang we empowered our sales crew. Pero I handle 13 departments now, so hindi lang yung sales. Pero that's siguro yung parang may pinakamalaking impact. And then yung parents ko, hindi sila numbers people. So accounting. That's I'm more of the back office guy. So lahat sa HR, accounting, IT, everything. Kung saan din hindi nila gusto at saan may problema. Doon ako.
So, how is it working with your parents?
Oh my gosh.
Easy? Hard? How is it?
It's so difficult to also... There's a dynamic kasi of... He's my dad eh. That's why, alam to ni Miss Jazz. I would call him Sir Alex. So when it's Sir Alex, he knows it's about work. Kasi syempre parang there's this feeling na anak ka lang eh. Di ba? Parang sometimes they won't... Even if he fully supported me and trusts me, pero there were a lot of things, especially in the beginning, na parang, I want to change this, I want to change that, ganyan. Ang natutunan ko pala, over time, parang, they know these problems already. And I shouldn't bring up problems, I should bring up problems with solutions.
Or choices of solutions.
Yes, or choices of solutions. And then, when I was able to, kunyari, I reduced the marketing budget from 13 million to 9 million in my first year. But I increased sales by 50%. I no longer needed to keep telling him what to do. Parang sila na yung lalapit. And then parang may trust na nangyari. But it was really hard sa umpisa. Kasi nga, it's my first time. They made me the head of the marketing department agad. I felt like I had employees who quit because of me. Because I was still parang learning the ropes. Pero I'm so happy na they trusted me. They allowed me to make my mistakes. And we're so happy with where we are now. And we perfectly complement each other.
So parang na, you learned how to dance that dance na ngayon with each other.
Yeah, so... And it's the best having your mentor, the best mentor you could ever have. That is 4-time president and 3-time chairman of the Food Caterers Association of the Philippines. He's catered this and that, celebrity, thousands of corporate clients.
Anong characteristic or talent ng dad mo na wala ka na inaaral mo?
Hindi naman wala, pero walang makakatalo sa passion niya. Grabe. Grabe. Like, tigas na ulo na. Oo, kasi like, so my dad, he beat cancer. And he's in remission, pero parang he didn't lose a step. Talagang, ang kulit-kulit ba rin niya. We're telling him you should stop working or just relax, ganyan. Pero, he's still going.
Hindi ko mas magde-deteriorate siya pag ginawa mo siyang idol eh.
Yeah. No, but what I told him is like, I want you to do the things that you enjoy. Like, talking to you guys. Yung parang building relationship with key accounts. That's something that he enjoys. I let him do that. Kasi nare-relax siya dun. Like, he's in Singapore last month, and we had a 14,000 guest event. And kami na yung nag-lead ng event nang wala siya. And we're so happy na
Check
din.
siya na check.
Check pa rin siya na check. Pero at least, kumbaga, nakakaalis na siya. We went on a 1-month trip to Europe, to Canada and US. And it's the first time na nag-travel kami for more than a month.
Na lahat, pati ikaw wala
Pati ako
walang
kasama.
walang
So, ang gagaling din ng team namin. It's really a brand na. It's not like Alex lang. Pero yung passion niya.
Harvest time na, no?
Oo. We're so proud.
Congratulations! Pati ako naman proud ako sa kwento mo.
Thank you.
Meron ka bang, you wanna continue more? Okay. Kayo. Parang, tell us how, kasi I've seen you guys from si Kay at saka si Philip first. How are you right now? Kasi I saw you from the very beginning.
I want to start with 15 years ago when I was starting. Kay was 5 years, they're 15. I remember, it was the Carmina Villarreal wedding.
Also big break.
Yeah, 15 years ago, diba? So, I was looking for a model when I was building Rich Gold. I was looking for a model. So, tinitingnan ko si Juan Carlo that time. Sabi ko, ay, hindi ko na to kaya. Hindi ko to pa to kaya. Kasi there's big Kasi you'll see Carmina post na Carmina wedding everywhere. Di ba? Lahat ng bridal fair, it's there, no? Tapos, people were saying, friends na, konti pala yung friends ko sa industry, go look at Kay. So, tinitingnan ko naman si Kay. Si Kay naman, tinicheck ko yung model. So, para magkaya ko si Kay, or titingnan ko kung kaya ko yung ginagawa ni Kay 15 years ago, I'll keep on buying things. Si Kay naman, keep on reducing her things kasi going minimalist ka. So sabi ko, what will I do with all this stuff? Sabi ko, alam mo, walang mangyayari in studying models. Follow your instinct. So, brainstorm. We Jed pa before. Brainstorm. We develop a thematic na free na siya. Kasi sa'yo, during that time, it's mix and match, di ba? So we went on thematic. And then, kahit paano nag-click.
Nahanap mo yung voice mo.
So I stopped following you na. Kasi,
Ang saya nito.
Bawas ka naman ng bawas.
I know Kay, when you went in, tapos sobrang bilis ng akyat mo, everybody was trying to follow you Parang, I would talk to caterers and talagang ikaw yung peg ng lahat
Yan. I agree with that.
So, ano na ngayon? How's Rich Gold now?
Rich is doing well, steady. Before and after pandemic, we're still there. Hindi naman the same market.
Yeah.
The upper middle class. So we have a few upscale contracts. We're going corporate. Yun lang I cannot remove the word weddings.
Panindigan ka!
Imagine, your Christmas party was catered by Rich Gold Wedding. So confusing. Anyway.
Pero hindi mo kailangan, kunyari, pag ginawa mo Rich Gold events, maski same font and all, hindi, ayaw mo na?
I think people know me as Rich Gold Wedding, why would I change?
Okay ka na.
Diba? Parang, there's no point of changing at this point, right? So, now what's kung if there's one thing na I'm happy right now, sabi nga namin ni Kay kanina at JC, there's so many of them now. There's so many caterers now. But during our time, there was plenty of us also starting to, but some of them are gone already.
Parang bakit parang paulit-ulit choices ko?
Pero the mere fact that I'm still here, I'm happy na. I'm happy na. Just keep it that way. You know naman, ever since I don't wanna do so many weddings in a day. I don't do a lot of events a day. I don't really like that. Tapos nagsasuffer yung So I just, I still have that principle.
Same pa rin?
Same number, keep it that way. If there's one thing, for a while, before pandemic, I was so excited with the volume. Dami So, mataas yung principle ko, I'm starting to swallow it. Dati 5, dati 6, nagiging 7, nagiging 8 na. So nag-volume ka na. Only to realize this pandemic taught us something that for you to stay long in this business, intimacy pala is important with the client. It's a one-year planning, you practically nagiging friends na nilang employees natin, at nagiging family na, nagiging barkada na yung mga company. So the only way to keep it that way is to keep your intimacy and your relationship from wowis to nawis. Yes. Even to the transition, dapat may ganun ka. Diba? So, yun, I'm happy I'm still here. I've seen a lot come and go, but we're still here, Kay. We're still here, Kay. Tsaka, di ba? Of course, you'll stay here forever. You're an idol.
Getting bigger pa.
Getting bigger pa. So, yun, the mere fact that you're still here, when people come and go, it's fair enough.
Ako lang nag-enjoy kumain. Kaya yun yung
Kumakain din kami.
Game K, ikaw, kwento.
I think trends come and go. And kinilig naman ako to hear na and how nice to reminisce that time, no? And like I was saying, how nice to be young kasi you're bullish, you just follow your gut without thinking of what others think. I feel like trends will always come and go, and we always have to keep up with trends. But what has kept us going is like echoing what Philip said, no, is the relationship that we build with our clients. Now, right from the start, you try to get to know them and not try to sell, because having the wedding is the most important day of their lives, and you want to make them feel that you are giving importance to this most special day of their lives. So it's building that trust and keeping that relationship with them also, and making sure that they feel that care,
The value, no?
and yeah. So and not just them. So all throughout the planning, and like what you said, it's 1 year planning. But on the day itself, we want to make sure that even their guests will feel special that day. I mean, if they travel all the way from Manila to get here to Tagaytay, diba? There's more ways than one to take care of them. Of course, to treat them with good food, but also to make their guests feel the warmth of your service.
Anong changes ng company? Like, how involved are you now and from before? Same pa rin? Or ano?
Same pa rin.
Same pa rin?
Well,
Uma-AE ka pa rin?
meron. Ay, hindi na. So, I waited to have my own child for 10 years. So I'm now enjoying motherhood. But my team is like me. That's that's what I'm really proud of. Whenever I build my team, I want to make sure that we think the same, or of course think the same and have better ideas than I do. So am I running the show the same way? No, I probably don't know each and every one of the clients anymore. Like, I used to remember all of the names that I have in my head now, the wowies, no? But I think it's also time to pass the throne to the younger ones, who are ka-age nila.
Sino
diba?
nakilala ng suppliers, hindi na ikaw?
Diba? Ka-age nila yung suppliers.
Yeah.
Diba? Wala na.
Patad kami ng party si Kay. Kilala mo sila?
Hindi
Hindi ko sila nakilala.
I just smiled na
Bakit siya may February 14 party every year?
Dati, wala na. Kasi, diba, like, at that time, I was a marrying age, so it was, I could relate to them. So now it's my younger team who can relate to these young brides who want to get married also. So it's time to pass on the reign to them.
Dati, somebody told me, you cannot be Kay kasi si Kay, she goes to Divisoria herself. Okay. If I wanted to be like Kay, I'll go to Divisoria myself. Sorry, after that, I don't want to go back.
following her.
Oh, well, I start
I
following her
used to
na.
go to the Victoria, pick the linen. Pupunta pa ako sa bodega sa taas para, kasi lahat na naka-display sa baba is yung usual, di ba?
Kita
So,
na lahat,
minsan kung gusto mo ng special linen, nakatago siya sa bodega sa taas. So, talagang pupuntahan ko pa yun. So, those are, fun to remember.
Ikaw, Gail, ano yung mga ginagawa mo before na hindi na, like, changes in the company?
At first po, ako lahat talaga. Like, ako yung AE, ako yung mag-plating, ako yung mag-explain talaga sa ano. And then, tapos sa event proper, ako pa rin mag-styling. Galing. Lahat po, ako.
Kailan mo na-realize na hindi pala yan pwede at hanggang kailan lang yan siya kayang gawin?
Dati kasi means, may event lang ako per day. One lang talaga. Isa lang talagang wedding, isang birthday, yun lang. And then, nung kilala kami sa Tagaytay, ayun na, nagma-maximum of 5 na kami. So, hindi ko na kaya. Hindi ko na kaya. So, I hired people na kilala ng mga friends ko talaga. Yung mga taga-Dasma din siya. Ayun na, natulungan na nila ako. Tapos dumami yung AE ko. Natutuwa ako minsan, parang wala na akong ginagawa. Pero naka-monitor po talaga ako. Pero until now po, nakikita ko ni Miss Jazz minsan, hanapin niya ako nasa kitchen, nagpa-plating.
Sinabihan ko siya kanina, huwag kang lalapit. Plating na. Kasi
Hindi
alam
ko
ko hindi
mapigilan.
niya mapigilan sa sarili niya. Tapos all dressed up siya, di ba? Sabi ko, ka makikialam sa waiter, huwag ka titigyan. Ganun siya.
Pag hands-on talaga.
If ever, hindi kayo caterer, tapos nasa wedding industry kayo, ano kayo? What category would you be in?
Sorry sa question.
Sige nga!
Sorry ulit.
Hindi ka venue. Eh, pero ikaw kasi nag-coordinate at naglahat ka na eh. Like, anong other business would you have in mind?
Ako photographer.
Photography ka, no? Ikaw?
Styling.
Oo.
Kalaban siguro ng wow.
Caterer ka na lang.
Wait, ang sarap ng kain ko eh.
Business consultant.
Business consultant, ano ba? Siguro
What do you think you'd enjoy doing aside from catering?
siguro I'll be I don't
Ay, huwag kang gumawa ng kwento.
Oo nga eh. Ano ba? I never really got to explore anything kasi like right after college. Siguro, kailangan in the wedding industry.
Wedding industry. Kasi market natin, wedding lang lahat yan eh.
Okay. Ano ba? I'll probably do something. I don't know what specific thing it is, but I want to target a high-end market. And I'm in marketing and I'm helping that
Either
company
product or service, no?
create products and services that are tailor-fit to that.
Okay. Hindi ba kayo... Ikaw. Nag-start ako.
Ikaw.
Alam mo, for a time, I wanted to be a coordinator. Tapos recently, nung nakikita ko work ng coordinator, parang feeling ko, kawawa nyo. Parang ngayon, stylist na pero wala akong talent. Kasi sobra akong na-amaze na, like, ilang baso dadalhin mo? Alala mo all those details? Parang gaano kahaba yung checklist mo? Saan box mo ilalagay yung mga bawat gamit?
My
Kasi
gosh, yeah.
hindi ko siya ma-imagine talaga. Parang yun talagang parang natatemp ako mag-behind the scene ng stylist. Talagang kasi panonoorin ko siya habang nag-organize kung ano yung dadali niya to that wedding until i-unpack yung gamit niya. Paano ba itsura ng unpacking? Like, pang first batch ito, pang second batch ito, pang truck number. Yan,
Oh my
sobra akong amazed sa styling. Kayo, di ba, when you started your catering, kayo yung pinakamahal sa list?
Ako hindi.
Hindi ba?
Hindi.
Hindi ba?
Hindi. Hindi.
Hindi ba? Di ba? Kasi parang for a long time, catering is one of the biggest chunk
Oh
of
yes,
the,
from all of the, you mean from
all of the
suppliers.
Yes,
oo.
we used
Ngayon,
to
hindi
na, di ba?
You mean the single biggest
Yes, oo,
contract?
Oo, ngayon hindi na, styling na.
Styling.
How do you feel about it?
Kailangan na silang mawala.
Parang yun yung mga changes eh. Di ba? Parang from, ang galing eh, sobra ako nagalingan how styling became so huge.
Yeah.
And galing, I don't know where the creativity comes
Diba?
from. Diba?
Oo.
How they
How they manage
Every
their
time
warehouse
bago.
pa lang, hindi mo
20
na
years
ma-imagine.
ago ba? Wala. Konti pa lang nagsisiling
How many
treatment.
years?
20 years
Mostly sa
ago.
baba lang.
20 years
How many
ago,
years ago?
it was the usual
Swagging
thing,
lang.
Swagging.
Swagging.
Yeah.
But it's like now they have stage directors, lighting directors. There's so many iba-iba na talaga. Like, yung pag-timpla nila ng ilaw, it's not just light and sound ka na. It's like the stylist gets somebody na ganong level.
Yung crane na lang.
Ibang level na.
Pero remember din, Benz, very expensive yung component ng styling eh. Yung crane na lang, that's a very expensive
The trusses.
contract. The process. The fresh flowers. Some of them are really imported flowers.
Kasi, oh my God, parang 25 years ago, nung I sat down with one wedding, parang na-shock ako na, ano to? Parang, nakakagulat how different it has been
Yeah.
since when we first got into it. No, parang, grabe, nagulat ako.
Ibang klase talaga. Like, you would pay one Carlo 1.8 yan.
Grabe naman. May reveal.
Dapat hindi ko nagsabi rin kasi alam nila totoo yung sinasabi ko.
Fake news yan.
Okay, news yan. Ayan,
Okay.
like you would pay a caterer, so edit out yan. You would pay a caterer 1.8 million
Okay.
for an account. Then you would pay a stylist for 3.5 million.
Yeah.
True,
Grabe.
right? Not to mention the photo and video pa. So, etong package na to, package nyo to eh. Kaya ganun ano talaga. Umaabot pati photo and video ng like nearly 1 million na rin.
Photo
So,
and video?
Meron.
Parang
Well, depende sa
rare
sino
naman
ba?
na yan. Parang mas ano.
I'm talking about the US account. Charot.
Ay, sorry.
Hindi, pero mga ganon. Meron ng ganon kalaki.
You asked kanina how I feel about it. I'm very, very happy. Because it means,
Compliments your ano.
no, it means the wedding industry is in a good place.
Ah.
It means that if they're willing, kasi at the end of the day, I don't need to compare what I get with what they get. I need to compare with how much I used to get versus now. And it means na parang the wedding industry is in such a good place, the innovations, and that means if ganun na yung level ng styling, our food has to follow.
At saka yung dream mo na super high-end, mas mabilis nang ma-achieve kasi parang
Yeah.
willing na yung mga tao na to put so much money in an event na nakikita na nila yung importance ng ano eh, ng hosting an event. I think pandemic made weddings and events much more special
Yes.
and much more precious, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Parang sobra
Exactly.
akong na-feel na the get-together became more meaningful. Parang hindi na natin tinatake for granted na another get-together. Parang now, I'm more out there. Parang mas nalulook forward ko na ma-meet yung tao because there was a time na we
Grabe.
craved for that eh.
And if you had to make your event so small, we would cater 10 guests, 20 guest events during the pandemic. Grabe yun. And you would have to choose talaga the closest, most important people to you. So if you're gonna do that, you have to give them the best na.
Yes.
And yun nga, there's really that revenge events
Yes.
vibe that all of the siguro book kayo for the next 2 years, 3 years. I'm sure ganun yung naging impact ng sobrang daming events na na-postpone. Ang dami ding events after. So parang I'm just so happy now we're in a very good place now.
I know, oo. Parang sa akin talagang na-feel ko yung value ng events eh. Na-feel ko na, hindi, more than ako, na-feel ko na na-feel ng tao, whether they're in the events business or not, yung value ng events. even if it's just get together with dinner with other people, parang na-feel yung value ng relationship eh. That social connection with people. Sobrang naging naging big thing na inaalagaan and nurture na natin right now. What else? What else? Do you have more questions?
Having you mentioned that part, I would remember one account during 2021 to it. Was an account with Rich Gold. Nagpunta sila dito, yung kwento ng groom, parang nagmamadali siya magpakasal. This was 2021. So, it's still at the height of pandemic, no? So, it was like, parang 50 people lang sila. So, ang package ko nun was with Rich Gold. I have one with spices, with, sino to? It's another local caterer. So, Rich Gold yung napili niya. Sabi ko, bakit Rich Gold? Sabi niya, kasi ito po talaga yung pinag-iipunan namin na caterer. Dapat po papakasal kami. 2022 pa. Kaya lang po, my father just died. So parang, na nga, kakamatay lang ng father mo. Bakit ka mag-event? So yun yung tumatakbo sa isip ko. Sabi niya, I just realized how valuable life is. That we had to celebrate even if this thing happened to our family. So, para baka po, you know, we can never tell what's gonna happen tomorrow, what's gonna happen in the next month. So, while I have this time, I would, tapos, pakiusapan niyo lang po si Rich Gold, sabi niya, kasi we inquired to them. There was sanitation fee at that time, yung mga additional. So, I had to talk with them na parang sabi ko, Jen, ano nang natin to? Ayusin natin to. Parang ganyan, sabi niya kay Jenna, sige na, Jenna, bigay mo na. Sige ko, thank you ha. Kasi, kailangan lang siya ma-pull through talaga. Na parang, So yun, successful naman siya. But, you know, you can actually, this is a realization na parang, dapat 2022 pa kami. Kakamatay lang ng daddy ko pero I had a blessing from my parent, my mom who's still living. Gagawin ko yung pangarap ko, yung parang ganun. So, yung standing ng bawat supplier sa industriya natin sa ngayon, I mean, that's how they give importance to it already. Kung sino yung gusto mong isama, ano yung gusto mong mangyari. Actually, hindi lang naman sa weddings eh. Just celebrating life. Because I would remember, meron di kami another, with you naman, we had another account. Nagulat ako kasi akala ko weddings, ganyan. It was a eulogy. Remember? It was a eulogy ng sister nila na who died during the COVID and they can't celebrate. So they found a way, sabi niya walang burol, cremate siya, ganyan. So nothing because it was prohibited at that time. So parang nag-celebrate sila dito na parang nag-eulogy sila tapos nagpakain sila sa family nila. Parang ganun. So you find ways, nowadays, most clients, if not couples, they find ways to celebrate it. And they find yung namumuhunan sila for good suppliers to have in their banquet. Diba? Kaya I don't mind paying this much. If meron mo akong pera, why would I mind paying this much for a caterer, this much for a styling? As long as, you know, it's going to be a beautiful table for everybody.
I don't know if this is relative to what you were saying. It's sad din also
to realize that right after pandemic, the first one affected
is this industry.
True.
Sobra.
True.
Sobrang naging na-necessity siya.
Yes,
We're the most affected.
Diba?
We're the most.
We were all at the height of, kagagaling mo lang ng Christmas, pick up ko pa ng January, na pa!
Lalo na sila, Tagaytay, kasi Taal.
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 January pa lang. January pa lang.
January
Lumipat yung
11.
events ko with you sa Manila eh.
Uh-huh.
It's March.
Yun din
Yung sad part ng business na.
Yes.
the industry as a whole. Ikaw yung first
Na, how do you
call this? Na,
First to go.
First to go.
First to go, last to be back. Kasi non-essential non-essential siya eh.
non-essential.
Pero we got to sobrang ganda nung pagbabalik. The appreciation the appreciation.
That's why siguro we're sentimental
Yes.
about going
Yeah.
back. Because we are the first to go.
Di ba?
Tsaka kahit ano nang pagdaanan natin, bring it on.
Kaya na.
We are so strong.
Kakayanin mo that long, no? To
Yeah.
survive.
Grabe.
What do you love best about the wedding industry? What is our difference or strength natin or gold natin versus the other industries?
As an industry, or what do I love about the industry?
Doesn't matter, any.
Ako-
My purpose for this question is I want people to appreciate wedding, where we are, and what we do more. Either the suppliers to love their crafts more,
Yeah.
to love the industry more, or the clients to know this is how much we love our industry.
Well, sa akin, what I love about our industry and the business that we're in, we're not in the business of selling food. We're in the business of creating dream events. And our rebranded tagline is the heart of tasteful celebrations. And what that means is we pour our heart and it's like a part of our identity in how we plate, in how we curate these menus, in how we serve our clients, in how we talk to clients from the beginning to the very end. We hold their hands, and parang the satisfaction you get, just like what Kate said, it's a once in a lifetime event. And we have this appreciation na pag pumalpak ka, alam mo yun, you can't tell the father of the bride or the groom or the mother of the bride or groom na, oh, we're gonna delay your wedding because na-late yung ganito, ganyan. Ang feeling nila, pinahiya mo na ako sa lahat ng kamag-anak ko, lahat ng 500 guests ko. And especially with the pandemic, like what you were saying, that we had a campaign titled on social media called Life is Still Worth Celebrating. So we made videos. We were the first one to launch new campaigns about how we're going to do safe events post-pandemic. So parang that gave us a deeper meaning of, and that's why we rebranded it, of who we are and what we want to be able to curate for our clients. Na sa atin kasi sometimes we regularly remind our people, yes, it's another day at work, but it's for them, it's the most important celebration. Once in a lifetime events. And kahit napakahirap, sabi nga nung uncle ko na caterer din, parang if may kaaway ka, turuan mo mag-caterer para masira yung buhay nila. it may be difficult, and it might not be the easiest business to get into.
Yeah.
But it's what we love about. We love all the challenges and creating these memories for our clients.
Yes, that's wedding industry.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Ako, I agree with that. You know, this is one, especially with catering, this is one business so difficult to assemble.
Grabe.
But once you're there, ang bilis eh. You learn without
Yes. Have any inputs?
I think, for, ano ba? We are, not just me, I think Juan Carlo also, and with Gail also, and with Philip as well. This is a family business. And as a family business, it's not just my family, meaning my parents and my siblings. It's families within families ingrained in the business.
Yeah.
So when we do our work, we do it because we care for these families.
Yeah.
And so these people will care for your event like it's their own.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ikaw yan, Gail. Ikaw yan.
Add ko lang po, no, yung sobrang mahihain po ako sa industry. Pagkatapos ng event ko, parang bye. Thank you, bye. Ganun lang. Wala akong, kahit di ko, tinanong mo sa akin kung kilala ko si JC. So, hindi po. Kay bye Kunanan, hindi rin po. Kasi parang, no, binuo ko yung business ko na nag-focus ako sa business ko lang. Wala akong pakialam sa competitor ko. Parang ganun yung iniisip ko nun. Parang, I have to be strong sa business na to. I have to build this. Hindi ko sila iniisip. Pero, idol ko po kayo. Idol ko si Juan Carlo. Isa sa mga idol ko yun. Then, yun nga po, parang hindi ako namamansin ng mga supplier. Parang, hello, bye. Ganun lang po. Pero, na-realize ko yun, Miss Benz ngayon, na parang, very important pala ang co-suppliers mo. Kasi they will help you with. Sila yung tutulong sa'yo sa lahat ng mga events mo at magsusupport sa'yo.
Alam ni Kay yan, kasi trending yan eh.
Shy ako, but I've kept good friends within the industry.
Yes.
And I'm not a very social person, but you know, we make sure to take care of the relationships that we have. You know, it may not be, yun nga, hindi ako kasi daming energy ni Tito Alex na attending to all the parties.
Kahit ako, hindi ko kaya yun.
Bawa sa energy na.
Diba?
Pero,
Hindi Manuel eh, no?
He's so extroverted talaga.
like what Gail said, we support one another, di ba? On the day of the event itself, pre-planning, we all need to work together. So, I value all the friendships that we've built throughout the years.
Pero meron din kasing nawalang, may venue. Dati kasi parang may venue tayo, Kay, na for us to interact with fellow supplier of different businesses. Parang ngayon nawala
Which
yung
one?
venue.
Which one yung noon?
I don't know how eh. Pero I used to talk to a lot of suppliers, caterers.
Baka bridal fair, hindi ka na pupunta ngayon.
Hindi. Maraming event nun. Maraming industry event. Siguro right after lang pandemic. Pero
Hindi ka na
we used to have-
sumatid, ilang beses kita in-invite, di ka umatid ng party ng
Wow,
Wow eh.
Kita pa ako na wow. Pero tatanda mo, dati natin, ang daming industry event dati.
Ano, feeling ko mas marami ngayon.
Wala nga masyado ngayon.
Oo.
Hindi na tayo nakapag-interact masyado.
Hindi, nasa lobo ka, wala kang signal, sir. Hindi mo nare-receive yung invitation link. Hindi, joke lang.
Pero yun ang napansin ko lang, nawala masyado yung venue. Unlike yung mga time na dad mo namin before, nagkikita-kita tayo sa mga bridal fair, mga ganyan-ganyan. Sa mga pa-dinner mo before, remember? Pa-dinner ka before.
Papadinner na ako ulit.
Ano pa ba yung mga venues, may mga events sila ngayon, nawala na yung mga yan eh.
I love the wedding industry kasi parang sobrang siyang personal, family na family talaga siya eh. Parang even ang close-knit niya, parang it's a very, very big industry, yet it's still also a small community. Parang ang mesh natin, ang tight nung mesh natin. So parang sobrang siyang personalized. Parang even the events, even your clients, di ba? Parang pag corporate yung clients mo, iba yung relationship mo with the brides, iba yung relationship mo with the with the corporate. Talagang parang ang big part ka ng life nila as they grow their family. Parang mafe-feel mo siya eh, no?
Probably one is when, remember, dati, di ba, we all traveled to Singapore.
Okay.
Di ba, saya-saya natin yun, di ba? All the suppliers from Manila would go to Singapore on a Singapore bridal fair. Nawala yun.
Yes.
Ang ganda opportunity yun kung saan tayo nagkikita in Singapore for coffee or anything.
Hindi na kaya ni Poo, wala na schedule yun.
Nag-Dubai pa yun, di ba?
Di ba, nag-Dubai pa?
Yeah, we were there din.
Yung mga ganun, nawala yun.
Yes,
Nakakamiss.
Diba, banding time namin yun ng industry people. Eh.
Before we wrap up, do you have any advice to people who would want to get into the wedding industry, either as caterer or as industry, and to the couples?
I like what Gail said because I used to be that way na don't think about what your other competitors are doing. Just follow your heart, follow your gut, and
Yeah.
do what you love. Short is that.
Yes! So, hindi mo na siya pwedeng sabihin.
Iisip ko ng bago ngayon.
Ano ba? What's the question again?
What would you advise somebody who wants to get into the wedding industry, either as caterer or as whatever, ibang supplier?
First, I was looking for a business model initially.
Yes.
But I end up wanting my own pala. So when you enter into whether photography or catering or styling, make sure you have an identity of your own. I realized ko yun when I was chasing you nga, di ba? Nothing will happen to me. If I keep on copying and copying and copying, you should be, your food should be distinct from the other. Kasi lagi ka nakakarinig, pare-pare lang pagkain niya, ganyan. But it's different if you establish yourself with something. And of course, ang goal mo dito palagi is not just to make money,
Right.
but first is to stay long in the business.
Exactly.
And in the industry. And how would you do it? Is your relationship with the clients. Yun nga yung sasabi nyo na alaga from way back. Ako nga, may wawis na, naging nanis na. Diba? So, nawis. So, yun. This is very critical. So, at the end of the day, pag reckoning life, papasa mo na yung business sa next generation. Like your dad. The question, how long ka na sa negosyo? And are you still there?
Yeah.
If you are, you're okay.
Yes.
Diba?
Thank you, Gail or GC.
Sige. Hindi mo muna? Okay. Kay said it perfectly eh. It's really about finding what it is that you're passionate about. Because if you're going into the events industry or you're going into catering, like I said kanina, it's bigay mo daw sa kaaway mo yung catering para masira yung buhay nila. It's not easy. And there's going to be so many obstacles, so many challenges. Isa kaming event, tumaob yung truck namin na nandun yung food.
Oh my God.
And we had to prepare again 300 packs, ganyan. The pandemic, ang daming pagsubok na pinagdaanan na natin and pinalakas tayo. And kung hindi mo mahal yon, hindi mo mahal yung mga tao mo, hindi mo mahal yung ginagawa mo, then it's not really good. There are so many times where I could really see my parents na pwede na silang mag-quit sa dami ng pinagdaanan nila in the 28 years namin. So it has to be something you love. Because it's not gonna be easy. And you're not, like, my dad doesn't know everything. And I don't know everything. But because we love what we're doing, we have that same vision. You will start to just learn and do the other things. Kasi it's part of it. Parang, and you can't do it alone. We couldn't reach, we had the 27 years namin. But that was the biggest year of Juan Carlo. And then we made that record-breaking sales again last year. And we couldn't have done it without you, Miss Jazz, and the whole Affinitrees team, and without you, Miss Benz. Talagang lahat ng grabe yung online reviews and everything, all of that. Kasi that's organic eh. You can really tell. And we had so many great reviews post-pandemic, yung pandemic. Parang kahit anong hirap, kahit anong pagod, alam mo yun, nararamdaman ko yung camaraderie, yung tulungan. And that's why, nandito pa rin tayo.
Nandito pa rin.
Yeah. For brides naman, ano ba? Brides and grooms. Ay, brides. Ikaw, Miss Jess. Off-cam, pang-off-cam. Hindi, ano ba? For the couples to be, there are a lot of suppliers you can choose from, and you just have to balance it out. There are a lot of new and up and coming and you who are going to be more cost efficient, pero it's the balance of like meron ding magagaling na like the people in front of me who have experience and who built a brand like what you said, you want to last long in the business. Hindi mo sacrifice yung name mo. So, there's that certain risk then of choosing the super new. So, ang sa akin lang, you have to weigh it out and really see what are the most important suppliers, yung non-negotiables nyo. Have that talk with your partner and invest on the once-in-a-lifetime event, especially after what we've been through in the pandemic.
Thank you. What about Gail?
Yung advice ko lang sa kanila, sa mga mag-start ng business sa event industry is to know your passion. Para hindi mo nagtatrabaho ka ng love mo yung ginagawa mo. Know your passion and work hard para dun sa passion mo. And hindi ganun kadali. Kasi I remember, nung nag-open ako ng social media, Facebook, I have just 10 followers. Nanay ko, asawa ko, my 2 kids, may mga sisters ko. So, 10 followers lang. So, ngayon parang hindi pa rin siya ganun kadami pero 1,000 na. So, kailangan paghirapan talaga. Work hard talaga. And be visible sa event mo and maging hands-on ka din. Hindi mo siya pwedeng, sige, ikaw na bahala sa mga staff mo. Hindi, you have to monitor pa din them and guide them. Kasi ang mga staff ko dati po, nag-start lang talaga sila na parang nasa ibang industry sila. So parang, bago to sa akin, parang gano'n. So, tinrain ko po talaga sila isa-isa para ngayon mas magaling pa po sila sa akin. Yun lang.
Thank you.
Yes.
If I may add, I like what Philip said earlier, no, na back in pre-pandemic, events were just coming in, but you have to know when to say no. For the younger suppliers, I'm sure it's super exciting to for all of the inquiries to pour in and to accept everything.
Exactly.
But don't spread yourself thin. You have to make sure that you give quality events all the time. So sometimes saying no will do you better.
Yeah.
Saying no would help you.
Yes.
Would
Okay.
save you.
Before we end, parang tell the camp, what is best selling point ng Juan Carlo? And how do they get in touch with Juan Carlo if they want to avail of their service? Ano yung selling?
I'm Carlo from Juan Carlo, and we're the heart of tasteful celebrations. And it's hard to articulate it. Alam mo, I would just suggest that you go to our Facebook and Instagram and website and have a tasting experience with us. Because it's hard to explain and value. We are a bit more expensive and it's hard to justify and tell you lang through words. But we pour our heart into everything that we do. And kaya nga heart of tasteful celebrations. When you see the way we plate, it's not just plating for food consumption and nourishment. It's really, we pour a part of ourselves onto the plate. In the service, we're also very well known in terms of our award-winning food, service, and design also in all of those aspects. But we'll be launching, I'll just plug this na lang din. We'll be launching our new signature styling line this year. So we're going to be having a very big event soon. And I hope we could collaborate with you, maybe. And sana people from Maui's get excited about this new signature styling line. And yeah, you can check us out at www.juancarlo.ph and Juan Carlo the Caterer on Facebook and Instagram. And we're on TikTok na din. For the Gen Zs. Yeah.
Thank you, JC.
Thank you.
Philip?
Yeah, what's the question? Last parting words.
Parting words. Tsaka, where do they find you?
Okay. I guess it's important that in every supplier, whether it's food, photography, or whatever, there are factors that we have to consider. Number one is probably how long are they in the business already? So that's already a thing to check. But more than anything, you have to check on the reputation and the feedback the supplier has. And there are venues like Wow is a venue. You can check with Wow. People there are talking about their experiences of a particular supplier. And you scale down your choices based on the feedback and your categories, and then start calling them and experience their services. Reach Gold could be reached at www.richgoldweddings.com.ph, Facebook, TikTok.
Instagram.
Also promote Acre.
Please promote your acre.
I also want to promote our newly opened resort at Lobo,
Wow.
in Laia, Lobo, my dad's hometown. It's tied up with Rich Gold. We just opened this May. So you can check www.acre.ph. You can also book in Agoda, Booking.com, Airbnb, Traveloka, and everything. Thank you.
Congrats.
Then,
Gail first.
If you want to book budget-friendly yet quality service and quality food, of course, just follow us on Facebook, Spices and Herbs Catering Services, or call us 0939-939-9380. Thank you, Ms. Rai.
Thank you,
Thank you, Ms. Rai.
Ganda ng mga sinabi niyo. This is the hardest part. This is the hardest part. That camera, okay. Hi, I'm Kay of Kay by Kunana Catering, and we are here to guide you with your wedding every step of the way. Wedding planning can be overwhelming, and we're here to just, to address all your concerns and just be here as a friend, or as someone to take care of you and to take care of your guests as well on your special day. So you can reach us at via Instagram and via Facebook, K by Kunanan. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. And with this, I would like to thank everybody that made this happen. So definitely, nasa Symphony Hall tayo ng Affinitrees. Thank you, Jazz.
I'd like to sing it lang, no? I'd like to take this opportunity to thank this wonderful people. Again, I'm so grateful to be a part of this wonderful table. It's been like ilang consecutive nights na that I've been with wonderful people around. Since it's our second time meeting, considered first time ulit kasi ang tagal na eh. So, it's my pleasure meeting you, Ms. Kay. Si Ms. Gail, I'd like to personally thank you for always supporting Affinitrees. One phone call away. Ito ang pinakamalapit. Sponsor naman dyan.
Hiram namin.
And then, for your support in this celebration. And also, special thanks to Lalas na kita. Si Juan Carlo. I've known, si Miss Benz ka tawag niya, Sir Alex pa, or Tito Alex pa eh. May I call Alex?
Yeah.
Ever since.
Tito Alex ko na siya on camera.
So, it's always a pleasure seeing you, even if ang tagal natin hindi nagkausap. So,
Yeah.
I know the struggles and everything. So, I'd like to thank you for raising this table and for celebrating with us. Hindi ka pang hindi makapunta, pre-isipan mo ng matagal. So,
I love you so
I'm
much.
so thankful. I'm so thankful.
Sa US ako nun eh.
Oo, ang hirap yung tawagan, nagtampo pa ako.
Grabe,
Ulit
grabe.
lagi, no? So, yun, thank you so much. Super. Send my regards to your mom and your dad. And of course, I'd like to thank Rich Gold. Although si Benz talaga, yung nagpakilala, kay Affinitrees. Putik pa lang si Affinitrees while I'm busy finishing up the building.
Grabe.
Si Benz is the one really dealing with my big bosses. So she introduced us to like Philip, Alex. Pero although I know Alex na, kaya lang nung pagpunta ko dito, established na sila Kay by Kunanan. I won't mention the others na. But Philip is one of those very first and the very first sponsor for Affinitrees Bridal Fair in SMX. So, sobrang alaga kami from the bottom of our hearts, from my big bosses down to me and to my entire Affinitrees family. I'm so grateful with Rich Gold for still staying with us up to now and to personally express my thanks. Ito lagi ko binabanggit ulit. Si Philip kasi one of those people who like reached out when I posted about my mom passing. So I think it's also parang kakatapos din lang niya to napagdaanan yung pinagdadaanan ko at the time. So short kwento lang. Si Gil kasi napagsabihan ko nito. Sabi ko, Gil, kinukuha niya yung Gcash ko. Tapos sabi ko, ano sabi mo? Sabi ko, oh, thank you, Jed, ha. Please extend to Philip my warmest thanks. But, pwede ba akong tumanggi? I will always repay you with your kind thoughts doon sa aking mataimtim na dasal na maraming salamat kasi nakaalala kayo at nag-offer kayo ng tulong sa akin. But, siguro, tatanggihan ko siya. Parang ganun. And then after like 2 days, Jed texted me again and said, just si Philip kasi is insistent. So, pinigay ko yung Gcash ko, why not, diba? Tapos, what was touching, hindi ako napagsalita when I got the help. So, it was a very, very big help for me and my family. Well, maliit o malaking bagay, me kasi, it's always better than nothing. Pero this one is something big. So, hindi siya better than nothing. So, personal thanks. Although it's our first time meeting ngayon, BFF kami sa may chismis kami on the side, may issue on the side. So, yun. I'm sending thanks. And also to Miss Ben, since this is our last episode na, so na papalabas. So, before you say thank you to our sponsors, I'd like to take this opportunity to personally thank yung aming mga nakasama for today, especially Marky, may gopher for today, go for this, go for that. So, thank you, Marky, and to my team, Michelle, Allen, and to the entire family of Affinitrees. To Randy Balaguer for driving Marky always. And of course, Spices and Herbs. Anna Winstel, Event Central by Anna Winstel, DBC Alvarez, J Lounge, ano yun? Lights. Blockbox, audio systems for the lighting equipment. Sa masarap na mga food, provided by iSauce, Dainty Cakes and Pastries, O Grace, the coffee provided by Antonio's Cafe, and also Kim Chico Fruit Soda. And to those who have provided our crew meals for today, Chef Anthony, Pac Gourmet, and Kimchi Crew meals. So, I think, did I forget? Oh, of course! Biggest thanks to Hello Forever, K-Snaps Productions, and Fresh Minds. So, wala naman ako nakalimutan, no? Wala ako nakalimutan. Los Fabulosos!
TJ.
Matatapos talaga yung pagkakaibigan namin pagkatapos nitong trip na to. Los Fabulosos, J. Sophisticada, and who else? Siguro yun, si Veluz for Mima's outfit, hindi ko talaga napataob eh. Sabi niya kasi smart casual. So, biglang pag-gown yung dating na lola mo. So, yun. Thank you very much po. And then, I'll pass you on to Miss Ben.
For this episode, though, we'd like to thank Affinitrees for the Symphony Hall. And then Fresh Mind who's doing the video for this episode. Thank you very much, Connie and Rixel. Los Fabulosos planned the whole trip, my whole trip for this Tagaytay segment. And then Affinities helped me. Nag-input din siya sa pagpe-plan. For this episode, Event Central by Anna Winstel. And then Spices and Herbs. Thank you so much, Gail. Jess Sofisticada for my makeup and hair. And then, thank you, Veluz, for my gown, for my dress. Hindi siya gown. Kasi naman, dapat normal outfit lang ako. Ayaw kong payagan. Nagkita kami ni Veluz. Veluz, gano'n mo, shoot kami. So, hindi ko na nabawi sa inyo na smart casual lang tayo. Kasi ang kulit-kulit niya. Dapat, I'm so uncomfortable being made up. Gusto ko normal lang. Gusto ko ganyan yung suot. Gusto ko naka-normal lang. Maangal pa, no? Isos, thank you so much, Bien. Black Box Audio for our lighting. Marky, sobrang salamat. Tapos, Kimchi Crew Meals for our crew meal. And for my whole Tagaytay trip, I would super like to thank Hacienda Solange for helping me make this happen. Kairos Events, Bella Rosa Gardens, and Juan Carlo the Caterer. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a wrap!
Ayun, thank you very much.
Nakakahinga na kayo.